अथैतदप्यशक्तोऽसि कर्तुं मद्योगमाश्रितः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागम् अतः कुरु यतात्मवान्. Translation: if you are unable to even work for me in devotion, then try to renounce the fruits of your actions and be situated in the self. See, offering the fruits of your works to God is easy to say, but it requires a purified intellect. Where will this inspiration come from? I have to offer it to my children. I have to offer it to my children's children. You know, Indians, they love to leave all their property for their children's children. The intellect says the most important thing. And somebody who gets this intellect, no, I should offer it to God, where is it going to come from? It's a small segment of society that has that. What about the others who say, I don't have any inspiration? In fact, I even have doubt as yet if there is a God or not. Now what to do, Shree Krishna? Shree Krishna says, don't worry then. In that case, just learn to detach yourself from the fruits of your efforts. Forget about offering, just detach yourself. See, we are all working with selfish desires. And that selfishness is causing the stress. Why is the stress happening? Attachment to the results. What will happen? What will happen? What will happen? The moment the child is born, the mother's stress starts. On one side is the aspiration, he will become the next Shravan Kumar. And the other side is the disappointment or the worry, what is going to happen? Now my child has learned driving. Oh, I hope my child doesn't have an accident. Now my child has gone there. Oh my God, I heard there was a little curfew out there. The stress. Why is all this happening? All the attachment. So Lord Krishna says, dissolve it. Just live in the moment. You know, nowadays mindfulness has become very popular. It's a craze in the academic circles and in corporate environment because it's a very neutral kind of spirituality. You don't need to believe in the soul, you don't need to believe in God, just be mindful. What is mindful? You just be aware in the moment. Well, it is also a spiritual tool. Let's consider it the entry point. There was once a deer that was expecting. So the labor pains had just begun. And the deer found a proper spot by the side of a strong river. This seems to be okay. On that side was the forest. When big clouds gathered in the sky, and a lion appeared from front, natural predator to the deer. And from behind, the deer spied a hunter is taking aim with the bow and the arrow. And on this side, a forest fire broke out. And it's coming towards the deer. So the deer is now caught in a quandary. Danger on all sides. Should I escape the lion, but I'll have the hunter in front of me? Should I escape the forest fire, but there's a fast flowing river? And what about the clouds above? So the deer said, look, just do your duty in the moment. It sat down to deliver the fawn Focus on what I am supposed to do. Leave these big questions to God. Yeah, the deer was also a devotee. It had come to the JKYog retreat. So what happened was completely unexpected. The hunter had taken aim and was about to release the arrow when there was lightning in the clouds. Consequently, the hunter got distracted. The arrow, instead of hitting the deer, it went and hit the lion. And the forest fire that was coming closer and closer, it started raining heavily. And the rain quenched the fire. So the deer peacefully gave birth to the fawn. Everything was taken care of. Likewise, you have the burden of yesterday added to the burden of tomorrow, all which you worry about today. It can make the strongest totter. Instead of that, just live in the moment. Do your duty. That's it. There's a story of a Japanese monk with which I'll finish this episode today. Tetsugen. He was a Zen Buddhist monk living in Japan. And he wrote a Japanese translation of the Lotus Sutra. So he went around the neighborhood gathering from people money for printing the Lotus Sutra in Japanese. When a flood hit the land and people were affected, so he took the money and he helped those who had been distressed by the flood. Now he was depleted of money. So he went around, "Sir, I exhausted myself. Can you please help again?" People were generous. They gave to him again. At that time, an epidemic hit the land. And people were sick and they were dying. So he gave whatever funds he had collected to help them all. And third time he went about collecting. So third time he managed to print the Lotus Sutra, first time in Japanese, and he wrote out their third edition. The people asked, what was this third edition? He said the first two editions, they worked out differently. But he was undisturbed. So why was he undisturbed? Because he was detached. When you just focus on doing your duty, slowly, the modes, the lower modes of ignorance and passion, they will diminish. And you will be situated in Sattva Guna, the mode of goodness. This will purify the intellect. And then when the intellect is purified, now you will move up. You will be able to understand spiritual topics. And then you'll say, yeah, why just be detached? Instead of that, why not work for the pleasure of God? And then later on you'll say, why not try and think of God? And one day you'll succeed in absorbing yourself in God. So Lord Krishna has given here 4 propositions. Actually, he's going to give even more afterwards with a little twist. We will see that.
In this age, we see an unprecedented increase in the collective knowledge of humankind. There are numerous institutions and online resources for acquiring knowledge. Despite this informational flood and enormous development in technologies and standard of living, we are witnessing an increase in confusion, stress, discontentment, decay of spiritual wisdom and human values. For the upliftment of mankind, Jagat Guru Sri Kripaluji Maharaj, who was an embodiment of spiritual knowledge and divine bliss, extracted and reconciled the wisdom from the enormous ocean of Vedic scriptures and made it understandable and accessible for everyone. To spread Maharaji's mission to planetary scales, Swami Mukundananda has undertaken a monumental task of building Jagat Guru Kripalu University. Understanding the needs of present-day humanity, Swamiji's vision combines cutting-edge scientific disciplines with ancient Vedic wisdom, making JKYog a one-of-a-kind blend. The university will encompass the areas of Vedic philosophy, yoga, contemporary sciences, technologies, holistic medicine and arts. Construction of this millennial complex is at full swing on a 100-acre land in Odisha, India. It will play a crucial role in uplifting physical, mental and spiritual well-being of millions of people worldwide. The university will provide education and healthcare to the underprivileged in rural areas of Odisha. This synergy of modern and ancient wisdom will be a stepping stone to revive the glorious past of Bharatvarsh. Today, you have once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to become Swamiji's angel and support his dream project. Alone, we can go so far, but together, we can re-establish India as the Jagat Guru of the world. Donate or raise funds for this noble cause. Every contribution will have a huge impact. Become a part of this historic event